ready to get on the hot seat with Wally George? Hang on for the wildest, most controversial talk show on television, featuring enthusiastic participation from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Thank you very much. And welcome all across America. This is the program helping President Reagan and President-elect Bush make America even greater. Well, let me tell everybody all across America, we have another great studio audience. How you all feeling tonight? Are you all right? We have the greatest studio audiences in the history of television. Eat your heart out, Johnny Carson, right? Eat your heart out, Geraldo, right? Even better than that, eat your heart out, Morton. Eat your heart out, Oprah. Hey, have you seen the new? Wait. Have you seen the new improved Oprah? She lost 67 pounds. But you know what? I kind of liked the old plump Oprah, didn't you? She just doesn't seem like Oprah anymore. I don't know. I would Oprah, if you're watching, put those pounds back. We love that fat, don't we? Okay. Yeah, we're all voting for fat Oprah, so okay. All right, now, we have a wild show tonight. We are going to be picking up, speaking of Geraldo, you might remember he had a big NBC special on a few weeks ago about satanic rock music. And I agree that satanic heavy metal can lure young kids into satanic worship, right? Now, here to defend that kind of sick music is a guy who's a DJ on KNAC here in Los Angeles, Thrasher. So we'll take him on, but good, and then we'll see what our audience has to feel about that. Also on our program tonight, we have a real El Sicko. His name is James Myers, and he's here. He's supporting a movement to have federally funded pleasure palaces across America. He wants the government to pay for these pleasure palaces for sexual gratification for men and women. Get out of here. Hey, this is a decent moral country. I'm going to kick his buns out of here. We don't need pleasure palaces for perverts, do we? Okay. Now before we get on with our show and do my commentary and so forth, let's meet our great Wally family. In the booth, our fine director, the amazing Kevin Little. Let's hear it for Kevin, everybody. On the floor, my producer and my beautiful wife, Janice George. There she is. Wait a minute now. All across America, stay there, Janice. All across America, we're making a very special announcement that I'm proud to make, that we have just learned a couple of days ago that in 9 months there's going to be a little Wally. Little baby on the way. We're very happy. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. It's going to be exciting for us for the next few months, to say the least. Well, at least I know somebody's going to be able to come back and sit here and take over the hot seat. Our floor director, here he is. He's gone Hollywood now. He's got his own fan club. Here he is, the miraculous Mikey Goulding. Normally sitting in that chair, he's not here tonight, David Kennedy. David says he's got a cold. Oh, come on. He's just goofing off, isn't he? Okay. All right, now, okay. Hold it down, the audience now. Everybody hold it down. And all across America, pay attention now, because it's time for my commentary of the night. And then we'll get to some questions from the studio audience. Okay, pay attention to this now. Some of you across America write me letters, and you ask me why I'm always picking on the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. You may wonder why I chastised Dukakis for being a proud card-carrying member of the ACLU. Well, I'll tell you why. In my opinion, the ACLU is a very unpatriotic organization, and I think they're a danger to America. I won't give you all the reasons why, but let me give you my most recent example. This is really unbelievable. There is a Texas law that bans the burning of the American flag. And a man was fined and sent to jail back in Texas for doing so back in 1984. The ACLU is now challenging that decision as the law goes to the Supreme Court. The ACLU says it's okay to burn the American flag. Oh. They say it's okay to burn the flag because of the First Amendment freedom of speech. Now, the ACLU says that this law against burning the American flag is part of the creeping fascism in America. Oh. Now, the ACLU says that people are confusing the American flag with the country. What hogwash! The American flag is the symbol of our country, right? The American flag is sacred as it stands for everything we believe in. When you burn and destroy and desecrate the American flag, you are spitting in Uncle Sam's eye. We who love our country also love our flag, and we must protect that flag. The ACLU says it's okay to burn our flag, and I say that that is an un-American, unpatriotic, and filthy stand for an organization to take. One more reason to condemn the ACLU. And I challenge right now, I challenge on camera, on the air, any member of the ACLU to come down here and sit on the hot seat and debate me on this issue eyeball to eyeball. I dare you to do that. And I say anyone who burns our American flag should go to the slammer for 25 years. I'll be right back. thank you very much. And welcome back, everybody. Hey, we want to say hello tonight. In the audience, we have a great group from Cerritos High and College. Stand up there. Cerritos, where are you? Okay, very good. Okay. Hey, it's good having you here. And now hold it down, everybody, because it's time for, are you ready? The mailbag! Now here's one from a real sick individual. His name is John, and he says, Wally George, you are a very sick man. And he says, you need a psychologist to straighten you out. Oh. Hey, John, you need a good swift kick in the butt. And hey, John, pal, come on down here and I'll give it to you. You're out of here. Now here's another real idiot. His name is Jason. Oh. Listen to this idiot. He says, Wally George, how dare you show your face on national television? Oh. He says, how dare you promote the American way? The only way to true happiness is through anarchy and atheism. Hold it. Let me tell you something, Jason. The only way to true happiness here in America is to kick morons like you out of the country. You're out of here. Now here is something, I got to hold this, kind of far away from me. This guy's name is Steve. He says, dear Wally, I am a proud gay. Oh! Listen to this. He says, I wish you would dress in skimpier clothes and show more skin. Oh! Yeah. Listen, you pervert. You hold on. You are banned, and you may never watch this show again. Finally, we have a nice letter from a guy named Darren, who lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and he says, we always watch your show, Wally, and I think you and George Bush should share the presidency. I thank you very much, but I think I'll let George do it by himself, but I am available for advice. Okay, let's go to the audience. Let's bring up our first.
Hi, Wally.
Yes, sir.
I'm Harry from Irvine.
Yes, sir.
And I was wondering if you think Bush is going to stand up for what he said over the campaign, because I really think he's the worst president we've ever had.
Well, and I think you're an idiot and you're out of here. I don't know how a moron like that ever got into the studio. What do you think? I have news for you, you stupid punk. Ronald Reagan is the greatest president. George Bush is going to make the second greatest, and you are a disgrace to America. Hey, one more word out of you and you're out of here. Keep your eyes on this moron here. Mikey, keep your eyes on that little punk, all right?
Okay. Hey, Wally, my name's Jason. I just want to know what you felt about the passing of Prop 99, the cigarette tax.
I'm in favor of it because I say... I'll I'll tell you this. I want to put a dollar tax on cigarettes. I'll tell you why. You know, smokers, if they want to kill themselves, that's fine with me. But, you know, what about us people who don't smoke and they're blowing that damn stuff in our faces? And if I had my way, you wouldn't smoke in any public building in America. Okay, yes. Hey, Gold's Gym, that's where I work out every morning. Mikey and I go down there, don't we, Mike? Mikey and I go down and pump iron every morning, don't we, Mike? Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Scott from Cerritos.
Yes,
I wanted
Scott.
to know how you feel about Bush and Quayle's stance on abortion.
Well, I am in favor because, you know, what George Bush has said, and I totally agree with him, it should be illegal in the United States of America unless the mother, unless the case of rape or incest, or if the life of the mother is at stake. I say abortion should be illegal in the United States of America. It's murder. Yes, go ahead.
My name's Danny Gonzalez, and I'd like to know what you think they should do with Dukakis.
Well, I'll tell you what we should do with him. We should forget him. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Wally George here with Hot Seat, and we're in our 6th year now, soon to begin our sensational 7th year on television. And it's all because of the great support from people like you in our studio audience and all of you who write to us at home. We love to hear from you all across America. We have now... we're going to introduce our first guest in a minute, but first I want to remind you that you folks here in Southern California join me every day, Monday through Friday, from 4:30 until 5 on KDOC TV 56 right here in Los Angeles, where we do the Hot Seat Hotline every day. Soon we hope nationwide, but right now it's right here in Southern California. Monday through Friday I do a commentary every day, and then I answer your phone calls. So join me every day here on 56 in Los Angeles for the Hot Seat Hotline. And now it's time to bring on my first guest, and he is someone that I think is a real nitwit. He is the kind of DJ that plays, I think, horrifying, satanic, heavy metal music from KNAC. Here is Thrasher. Here he is.
I see you got the right theme music on this time, Wally. I heard a little bit of that.
Now that's the kind of sick music that you play over there. Now, first of all, I want to know, Thrasher. Oh, look at that. He's got a little earring in his ear there. I see he just got back from a tour of West Hollywood.
Are you going to start on me right away?
Hey, Thrasher, we don't want to see your bony knees, do we? Now, let's get to the subject at hand here. Now, how can you possibly defend satanic heavy metal music? I tell you, if you watch the Geraldo Rivera special on NBC...
Oh, yeah.
Everybody... Hey, Geraldo knows, isn't that right?
No, that's right. No, he doesn't know.
Speaking of Geraldo's nose...
Well, let me just tell you something. First of all, I heard your comments about Oprah Winfrey earlier. I think she looks absolutely fabulous. Yeah. Geraldo is a geek. Everybody knows this. Am I right about this? But if Geraldo starts where Oprah and Phil Donahue leave off, then where Wally starts is where we get off. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Where you start, the whole world gets off, right? now you and your but Geraldo on his special pointed out, and he has psychologists on to back it up, that the kind of music you play on that crummy KNAC is heavy metal, satanic music, and I'll tell you, it does influence young. Listen to me. It does influence young kids into getting involved in Satanism, doesn't it?
These guys in the back.
And I wonder, Thrasher, how many kids you have led into Satanism by playing that music on his station.
Listen, hold on. I haven't led anybody personally by the hand. Just wait a minute, Wally. Just wait a minute, Mr. Morton Downey Wally. Just cool down a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, listen to him. Hey, listen to him, the poor man's Rick Dees, right?
Ooh. Hey, now, anybody that is going to be influenced in any way by any kind of imagery that comes through on heavy metal music, and I will grant you, there is devil imagery, there's gothic imagery, Iron Maiden music, Black Sabbath music,
which
a lot of these people in here like. Is that right? Let me just tell you something.
Sure, there's some of the people that you brainwashed on your station.
I've brainwashed them. And I suppose the other people yelling for your side aren't brainwashed
Are you
too.
trying to tell me... Are you trying to tell me that you don't believe that kind of heavy metal, that satanic heavy metal by these bands, are you telling me that it does not lead kids into satanic worship?
I'm saying that kids that are going to get into trouble, anybody that's going to have a bend towards heavy metal, satanic worship, any of that kind of thing, has that bent in the first place, and their parents ought to be the ones that have their butts kicked, not some geek like you telling everybody what they can or can't listen to.
Hold on.
I know this now.
You're the kind of guy who's have your butt kicked for playing this kind of thing.
So there's no First Amendment in this country anymore.
It has been documented that this kind of satanic heavy metal music leads kids into all kinds of trouble, into satanic cults, and I say you can't gloss over it with any kind of smokescreen. You got to face up to it. Just because you play it on the station, because they pay you blood money to put that kind of music on the air,
blood money
does not make it right, and I say it's wrong, and I should ban it from the United States of America. See, they have signs up there.
I suppose then it's Wally's First Amendment nowadays, and it doesn't have anything to do with the Constitution anymore. What, you want to bring up some points here? You want to get to...
Yeah. Now, let me say this. I'm not just saying it because I feel that way. There are leading experts, psychologists in child psychology who say 11 and 12-year-olds are being lured into this kind of thing. And let me give you a little example. Judas Priest, for example, their music, the kind that you play on KNAC, carries, and you know it, don't try to get out of it, they carry satanic messages promoting things like suicide. Isn't that right? Now, hold on. Thrasher, you know that two teenagers up in Reno were very, very heavy Judas Priest fans. This was in all the newspapers, on all the TV news.
Recent headlines.
They were heavy Judas Priest fans. Mm-hmm. They listened to it for 5 and 6 hours a day while taking drugs and listening
and drinking
and listening to their satanic music that was also promoting suicide.
It was not.
Hold on.
It was not promoting suicide.
Yes, indeed. And these two teenagers who were heavy fans of Judas Priest made a suicide pact. And after listening to Judas Priest for 6 solid hours, they then went and tried to blow their brains out. One of them succeeded in killing themselves, and the other is maimed for life. His face is practically blown off. And I say that's because of satanic music like Judas Priest. How do you answer that?
I want to say, first of all, one thing is that their parents are the ones that have brought this lawsuit up. The Belknap family, the one boy who did succeed in killing himself, the other boy is maimed for life, that is true. But nobody has talked to those parents about the relationship that they had with the kid. They never talked to that kid. They didn't know that kid was doing drugs, smoking dope, drinking for 6 hours. They didn't know about that. That didn't have anything to do with it. And wait a minute, whoa. Oh, God, no, wait a minute. He's been smoking dope for 6 hours. He's a nice boy. But it was Judas Priest. It was Judas Priest that pushed him over the edge. We're going to sue those guys. We'll be rich.
Hold on, I think he's been smoking pot for 6 hours.
I don't like the kind of insinuations you're bringing on here about me, particularly me, because I personally am absolutely drug-free. I do not drink. I am just a pure rock kind of guy. I happen to like it, that's all. And it's geeks like you that don't bother to look beyond the surface. They get afraid of everything. And you're the one that will... Boy, you think Geraldo got decked with a chair, pal? I'm ready to get up out of this thing. I'm ready to get up out of this thing. It's beyond me. Suicide Solution is the other one you're going to bring up. I know it because Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm doing the show.
That suit was thrown out of court.
You try to talk about all this stuff about the parents complaining, but the young boy who survived that death pact, that young boy said yes. We were listening 6 hours to Judas Priest. We had been listening to them for months, and that young boy who survived the death pact blames it all on Judas Priest. I rest my case. I'll be right back. We're back. My guest is Thrasher from heavy metal satanic music station KNAC.
There's people here that are against you on this, Wally. Trust me.
Oh, no. I have news for you. They're more against you. Am I right? Okay. See, what I'm saying, Thrasher, is heavy metal music is fine. I used to have a rock band myself.
Ooh. What'd you do?
I'm not against rock music.
I guess you guys covered all the Archie songs, huh, Wally?
I'm not against rock music. I'm not against heavy metal, but I am against heavy metal satanic music that promotes satanic worship and the taking of drugs. And I say that kind of rock is a disgrace, isn't it? Yeah! Now let's get on to...
I think you're just as victimized as the rest.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Misinterpretation.
You can't misinterpret.
You misinterpret the song.
Ozzy Osbourne is being sued as the result of a youth killing himself after listening to his recording of Suicide Solution.
Anybody that knows rock music is well aware of this.
All right, okay. So this is the whole thing. Why do these rock artists like Ozzy Osbourne, why do they get into that negative kind of thing, that brainwashing? Because a lot of... Will you knock it off?
Hold it. Can I explain to you about the song? Because you obviously don't know.
Let me ask you the question. Why do they get into the kind of things where on the record album covers there are satanic symbols? Why do they get into the lyrics where they mention suicide, 666, devil worship over and over and over again, planting the seed into a lot of sick minds? Sure, a lot of these kids are taking drugs while they're listening to this music, but this music is planting the seeds in their brains, and Suicide Solution led to one kid hearing that song and killing himself. That's wrong, isn't it?
Okay.
How do you answer that?
Let me address that one particular song, Suicide Solution, since you seem so bent on tearing this to pieces.
Okay.
First of all, that case has been thrown out of court. Second of all, the interpretation of the song has nothing to do with the actual act of suicide as being the solution, Wally.
Yeah, but they don't...
Wait. Solution, the song is actually about the singer of AC/DC who died as a result of alcohol poisoning, and the suicide solution being referred to in the song is actually the demon alcohol.
Ozzy Osbourne is the same freako, and I know because I had friends who went to one of his concerts, and you know, he's the same man who and this is the honest to God truth because I had friends who went to his concert. He threw 3 little puppies, live puppies, into the audience, swear to God, and he said, my concert will not continue until someone slits their throats and throws them back on the stage, and the kids in the audience did it, and then the concert continued. Is that sick? Now, that's the kind of brain control that those people have.
Absolute
That's the kind of people they are.
Show business, I guarantee you, anything they threw in the
Oh,
audience
he
was
says
a
that's
dummy.
show business. It was
Get
true.
outta here.
They were real life
Whoa,
puppies.
Wally,
And he
your
just
friends saw it. Wally's got friends. Whoa! I'm learning something tonight.
And you should also learn something. He's the same guy that has taken these damn birds or whatever, or rats, and bites their heads off. This is the kind of maniac.
It was a rubber bat. He was trying to get a record contract.
Let me list off some more satanic bands that have hidden satanic messages in the songs. Possessed, AC/DC.
Oh, here we go.
AC/DC.
One of those popular rock bands in the country.
They have
mention
hidden
the word
messages.
hell in their
Now listen,
song. Oh.
one more. King Diamond.
King Diamond does a very, very satanic type show, and does in fact profess to be a Satan
devil
worshiper.
worshiper, and you play that on your station.
No, we do not.
Oh, you do.
We do not play King Diamond.
Well, you play all the rest, don't you?
Well, yes, we do.
Okay, all the others.
This is the
Iron Maiden.
You're blowing this thing out of proportion.
Iron Maiden had a song called "Number of the Beast."
Number of the Beast.
Where 6. Oh, you like that, you moron? Who said that? Get out of here! Get him out of here! Get that guy out of here! Get him out! Get him out of the audience! You're out! Out! Get him out! Get him out! You're gone.
Wait a minute, I protest.
You're gone.
I protest. That guy has it. Wait,
You're gone.
Stay right there. Stay right there. That guy has every bit of right to be in this studio and listen to this program, as anyone has the right to make a
hold on.
choice as to whether to listen
Don't
or
draw
whether or
the
not to
rules
listen to
here.
the show.
I draw the
You
rules
make the
here.
rules.
If this guy wants to applaud satanic music, then I say he's out of here.
That's the solution.
How about
I guess
that?
Thomas Jefferson is whipping around in his grave
How
right
about
now.
backward masking? How about backward masking when they, and I've seen it on many, not just Geraldo, on many
snap.
shows, on Fox,
I
on
wouldn't believe a
NBC.
thing Geraldo said ever
How
again.
about backward masking where they spread satanic messages? When you play the record back, it gives you satanic messages.
I've heard all the arguments, and I've never, ever been convinced that one of those so-called backwards masked messages, save for the one I'm going to demonstrate for you here in a few minutes, because I have brought one with me. I have absolute proof of the hogwash of this backwards masking thing, that there is no positive proof, evidence that there are satanic messages backward masked in the
I
records.
say
It's
there
foolish. It's
is.
stupid. Am I right about this?
No.
Who's got-
Let's go to the audience.
Now I have to listen to this.
Yes, go ahead. Hold it. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, Wally, I totally agree with you. These people listening to AC/DC, Judas Priest, blowing their heads off, and it's sick. Thrasher, you are sick.
This guy is a scared little punk. This guy is absolutely as scared and as narrow-minded as you, Wally George, and I say that you're promulgating this kind of a crazy, rightist attitude in the youth of America, and you need to stop it.
Hold on, Thrasher.
Stop it.
Hold on, Thrasher.
You're Tipper Gore, you're the Child Protection and Obscenity Act, all rolled into one person.
Hold on.
How do you do it?
Oh, Thrasher, this young, hold on. This young man this young man standing there, he knows he's a clean-cut American citizen. Hold on. Just because you want to take blood money, you want to take money so you can play this kind of evil music to poison the minds of young kids. He knows it, I know it, and you're an idiot, isn't he?
Well, I'm telling you what, this is absolute hogwash. And the fact that you insinuate that rock kids, the kids that listen to rock music aren't clean cut,
not
aren't
rock
wholesome,
music.
good American
I'm
kids.
talking about heavy metal satanic music. Hey, Thrasher,
I just
don't
refuse
get me-
to believe you.
Don't get me wrong.
You're trying to equate us rock people with those kind of berserkos that beat the snot out of Geraldo.
Don't try to get me wrong now. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm not.
I am not against rock music. I'm not against heavy metal rock music. I am against heavy metal satanic music that lures kids into Satanism and drugs, right? Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, I was thinking about what you think should be done about all the speed metal and punk bands that you call satanic.
What bands?
Speed metal and punk bands.
Look at speed metal and punk bands. I don't care about any band, any rock bands, punk bands. I don't care what they are. I'm for them. I'm only against the ones who promote satanic worship, have satanic messages in their music and on their album covers. Those are the ones I'm against. That's all. Goodbye. Next.
See that?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of a thing? What kind of a forum is this?
Yes,
what kind of believability is going on in here? I protest the show. I
I don't
protest
care
the way
what you
commentating
protest.
this
Just
show.
shut up. Go ahead. Yes.
For one thing, Wally, I've been listening to Iron Maiden, Judas Priest for years. I am now.
I can tell. You look like a freako.
I am now. I am.
Hold it now.
Now
You look like Ozzy
I am
Osbourne
now
and
a
Judas
cable
Priest. roll up in
TV
the-
producer. I am an intern at the station where Mr. Thrasher works
Well, I
at.
wouldn't brag about that,
But wait,
pal.
here's my question. Why do you attack Ozzy Osbourne and Judas Priest when there's bands like Slayer and Dark Angel that don't have to backward mask these messages? They just come right out and say it.
I'm against every band, whether they backward mask it, whether they say it on their album covers or in the music itself. What I'm saying is any band that plays or promotes Satanism is wrong, is leading our kids down the wrong track, and I say it is sick. Many leading psychologists across the nation back me up, and they tell me, yes, Wally, this kind of music by Motley Crue and AC/DC and Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath, they are definitely hurting young kids, are definitely leading them into Satanism, satanic cults, and the kind of things these young kids do in these satanic cults while listening to your kind of music. They kill each other, they drink human blood. That's the kind of thing that this music is promoting.
I appreciate your support
Okay,
on this
thank you very
and
much.
your open-mindedness
Now-
about this thing. Obviously, we're dealing with a man here who is
You-
not well versed in the subject.
I
and
am
appreciate
very
your
well
candor.
versed on the subject. I know what
You're as
Satanism can
closed-minded
do.
about this, Wally, as everything else that you talk about.
Your kind of music can lead kids into satanic cults where they kill, where they drink blood, where they kill babies. That's the kind of thing that this kind of music promotes. Now you said that you have a little bit of a
Yes, I do.
What?
You're
An
making such a
example?
big hoop-de-doo, a big holler about backwards masking, and I'm certain that everyone in the audience here is familiar with the term backwards masking, all right? And we're talking, people have brought up instances, Led Zeppelin records, Judas Priest records. A little poll here. Well, obviously, your audience here has been listening to some of this
just
kind
some
of
of
music.
your freakos that you brought in with you.
I
That's
didn't
all.
bring a soul here. No, absolutely
Go
not.
ahead, go
These
ahead,
guys
go ahead, give me
are
the-
obviously clean-cut kids. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
your
have
fan club. That's his fan club over there. That
well,
you
I'm saying those are clean-cut American kids.
You paid them all.
They're doing okay.
You paid them all to applaud you, you moron. Now go ahead and let's hear your example.
Backwards masking. I have, in fact, brought one piece of backwards masking that is. It is, in fact, backwards masking. I discovered it on a record myself, an Ozzy Osbourne record that you will probably be familiar with, Flying High Again. I'm going to play about 15, 20, 25 seconds of it so that you will, in fact, hear this piece of backwards mask, this message, and that you will see and hear for yourself that it is totally harmless.
Okay, let's hear the
It's a
backwards.
joke. Back that up.
We're back, Wally George here. We'll get to our next guest on the hot seat in a moment. Right now, I want to remind you that we do love to hear from you. Write to me. We'll put the address up on the screen in a moment. write to me if you'd like to have a free autograph picture. I'll be glad to send one out to you, personally autographed. Give us a little time to get it, because we do, thank God, get a lot of mail, so we'll get it out to you as soon as we can. Also, we have a new magazine that I'm publishing called Victory Magazine, coming out in about 5 or 6 weeks. I'm the editor-publisher. Janice is the associate editor. It's a conservatively oriented, hard-hitting magazine called Victory. And if you'd like to get it, all I ask you to do is to send $10, including which will handle the postage and handling, and we'll send it to you. It's a quarterly. We'll send it to you for a whole year. So just write to Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California 92803, Box 56 TV, Anaheim 92803, and get our new magazine, Victory. The first issue coming out in a few weeks, and we're very proud of it. It's going to be a really hard-hitting issue where I can talk a lot longer about things that need to be known. Okay, gang? All right. Now, if you want to come down here for a taping of Hot Seat, we do it every Wednesday about 5:30 or 6. If you're in the Los Angeles area, call the numbers on your screen any day, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 in the morning and 5:30 in the evening. Give your name and your telephone number and how many tickets you want, and we'll invite you to come down for a taping of Hot Seat right here at our studios. In the 213 area code, it's 464-61111. 464-6111. In the 714 area code, get ready now, our world-famous number, 999 5,000! 999 5,000! 999 5,000! One more time, 999 5,000! Okay, right on. Okay, and now it is time to meet our next guest. And let me assure you, this is a real sicko pervert.
Say, Wally, before you start, I'd like to ask where your sidekick is tonight. Where's your sidekick tonight? He's probably dead drunk in a gutter somewhere.
Oh!
About your speed. He's never here.
Don't you dare say anything about my good friend.
Face down in the nearest gutter.
You should talk about being an idiot pervert. You are the one who are...
Speaking of perverts, I know darn well that some of the proceeds of your new Victory magazine are going to fund your...
I'm warning you.
You warn me all you want. I know the truth.
You are such a little... You know,
you're a filthy liar, and you're a frustrated pervert.
Oh!
That's right. I'm telling you right now. I'm warning you right now. You don't get anything. I'm warning you. Tell you something right here. You will not burn me up.
Now just sit down and shut. Sit down. Sit down. Don't you ever say that again, or I'll throw your buns out of here.
Hey, the facts are, it's a well-known fact.
The facts
Men and women, probably. Men and women. You can't warn me about anything.
Just shut your mouth. Sit down, shut up. Don't you dare spread lies.
Let's face it, you love sex of all sorts. You're throwing up a big smoke screen tonight.
I'm warning you right now, if you dare to say anything like that, spreading lies across America, I'll haul your to court.
We'll just see about that. Go ahead, do it. Do it. I know the facts.
But before I do that, I'll take you out in the alley and smash your ugly nose in.
Bust your head like a ripe watermelon.
James Myers is here. Before I get back to this pervert and to why he's here, join me every Monday night here in Southern California. If you're watching me in Los Angeles, every Monday night, KLAC, the Great American Station, 570 on the AM dial. Join me from 7 until 10 p.m. for the Wally George Great American Radio Show. You can call me on the phone for 3 hours here in Los Angeles every Monday night. Now, the main reason you're here, you little screwball, you perverted...
Go on. Yeah, I would like to get down to the issue.
The main reason you're here is not to spread gossip and rumors and filth.
Truth.
No, to tell the truth.
Get to
you're
the
here.
issue. Get to the
you're
issue.
here to promote federally funded pleasure palaces across
Very
America.
good. Adult orgasmalands.
So what you're calling for is
Orgasmalands. Adult Disneylands. They'd all love it. Ask them, would they love it or not?
Is he a pervert? Well, you want the federal government to pay for houses of pleasure so men and women can come in and have sexual favors?
Absolutely. It's about time we threw off all these teachings of religious idiots thousands of years ago and realized that we need shrines to our organs.
Hey, you know why he wants... Hey, you know why? Hold on. You know why he wants... You know why he wants these pleasure palaces? Because the only place he could get gratification is in a pleasure palace.
And you know why Wally George doesn't want them? He's afraid Mrs. George would spend a typical day at the laundromat, the dry cleaners, and at the local lust lounge. And then stagger home late at night.
Have you ever visited a
It's
house?
none of your business.
Oh, sure. How many times have you been to a house of ill repute?
See, your idea of sex is a filthy, awful subject. It's not. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Hey, if I want to... Hey, when I think of a filthy, raunchy object, I just have to look at him.
I'll tell you, we'll have some minimal qualifications to get into my lust lounges, and you wouldn't make it.
Lust lounges.
You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't get in the front door. We might have a barnyard for him to go to. What's your pick, Wally? A mule or a sheep?
Hey, you know why he says that? Because human beings have turned him down.
He's so sexually repressed. He's afraid that if he ever got into one of these things, he would go crazy in an orgy of lust. No, I don't think. I know.
Do you think that that this great government is going to pay for this kind of
millions of people are in favor of it? It would stop sexual abuse. It would stop rape.
It would stop nothing.
Mess and alcoholism.
It would start perversity.
We are all sexually repressed.
You're
We're all sexually repressed.